spoke a couple of weeks ago about King Charles wanting an investigation of his family's links to slavery and even being open to the idea of reparations. Well, The Guardian is now excitedly reporting that direct ancestors of King Charles owned slave plantations. Oh my goodness, that's according to some documents. Sounds very serious, Douglas, but as author Tom Holland reminded The Guardian, direct ancestors of King Charles had people hanged almost to the point of death, cut down, castrated, disemboweled, beheaded, cut into quarters and stuck on spikes. History ain't pretty, Douglas.
That's right. I'm so glad that my friend Tom Holland pointed this out. It's sort of hilarious, isn't it? If you're going to go back in history and start this sort of thing, the British monarchy goes back almost 1,000 years. Life wasn't always as it is in Melbourne or London in the 21st century. You know, it was quite rough around the edges at times. Our own age has decided to interrogate the past through the lens of racism and slavery and colonialism. But we could just as easily find all of those poor people who were involved in Catholic plots, for instance, in the 16th century and were hanged, drawn and quartered, as Tom Holland mentions, and find their descendants and ask King Charles to pay some kind of reparations to them. Their ancestors really suffered, you know, Rita. And there'll doubtless have been battles. I mean, some kings in medieval times probably were involved in battles. And Rita, I'm sorry to tell you, but not all of those battles were entirely pacifist affairs. And we could go on endlessly in this vein. It's stupid. It's silly. Everybody knows it is. The past happened. And the idea of re-litigating it or trying to make amends for it in the present is absolutely imbecilic. I do hope our era gets to that point soon.
It is so imbecilic, but King Charles is entertaining this. He's open to it. He wants to know more about the family's links to slavery. It seems we will be hearing more about this for the time being.